In Hollywood, few names shine as brilliantly as that of Ryan Gosling. With a career spanning decades, this Canadian-born Sigma male has left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. From his early beginnings as a child actor to his rise to international fame, Ryan Gosling's life story is one of talent, dedication, and undeniable charisma. Ryan Thomas Gosling, who was born on November 12, 1980, is a Canadian actor. He's been in a bunch of different movies, both the big ones you've heard of and smaller ones too. All the movies he's been in have made a lot of money, like over $1.9 billion. People have given him awards for his acting, like a Golden Globe, and he got nominated for Oscars and a BAFTA award. He grew up in Canada, and he started acting when he was just 13 on the Disney Channel show called The Mickey Mouse Club. After that, he was in some other family shows like Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps. But the movie that made him really famous was The Notebook in 2004. Gosling also acted in some more serious movies, like Half Nelson, where he was even nominated for an Academy Award. He was in other films like Lars and the Real Girl and Blue Valentine. In 2011, he had a big year with 3 successful movies: Crazy, Stupid, Love, The Ides of March, and Drive. He also tried his hand at directing with a movie called Lost River. Then he acted in The Big Short, The Nice Guys, and the musical La La Land, which won him a Golden Globe and another Oscar nomination. After that, he was in a science fiction movie called Blade Runner 2049 and played an astronaut in First Man. In 2023, he was in a comedy called Barbie, which made a lot of money. Gosling has another talent besides acting. He's in a band called Dead Man's Bones. They made an album and went on tour in North America. He's also part owner of a restaurant called Tagine in California. He cares about animals and has supported organizations like PETA, Invisible Children, and the INA Project. He even went to Africa to raise awareness about conflicts there. Ryan Gosling is in a relationship with actress Eva Mendes, and they have 2 daughters. When he was a kid, he moved around a lot because of his dad's job, and his parents got divorced when he was 13. He went to different schools, but he didn't like being a kid and had a tough time making friends. He even got in trouble for throwing knives at school because he loved action movies like First Blood. He struggled with reading and was tested for ADHD, but didn't get diagnosed. His mom homeschooled him for a year, which he liked because it gave him a sense of independence. He started performing in front of people when he was young, and that boosted his confidence. He even changed his accent to sound like Marlon Brando because he thought it sounded tougher. He dropped out of high school at 17 to focus on becoming an actor. In 2010 and 2011, Ryan Gosling made a return to acting after a 3-year break. He starred in 5 movies during that time. He said, "I've never had more energy. I'm more excited to make films than I used to be. I used to kind of dread it. It was so emotional and taxing. But I found a way to have fun while doing it. And I think that translates into the films." He also mentioned feeling down when not working. In 2010, he acted alongside Michelle Williams in the low-budget, improvised film Blue Valentine. Critics had mixed opinions about his performance, with some praising his understanding of the characters, while others thought it was misdirected. He was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his role, and the film was a box office success, making over $12 million from a $1 million budget. In the same year, he appeared in the mystery film All Good Things, which was based on a true story. Gosling played the role of David Marks, a New York real estate heir investigated for his wife's disappearance. The filming process was challenging, and he didn't promote the movie. Critics had positive things to say about his performance, although the film didn't do well at the box office. Gosling also narrated and produced a documentary called Regeneration in 2010, which explored the cynicism of today's youth towards social and political causes. In 2011, he took on 3 diverse roles. He appeared in the romantic comedy drama Crazy, Stupid, Love, and was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his performance. The film was a box office success, making over $142 million worldwide. Gosling's first action role was in Drive, where he played a Hollywood stunt performer who moonlights as a getaway driver. The film was well received, and critics praised Gosling's presence and sincerity. In his final appearance of 2011, Gosling co-starred with Philip Seymour Hoffman in the political drama The Ides of March. He played an ambitious press secretary. The film received mixed reviews, with some praising Gosling's performance but finding faults in the script. He was again nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his role, and the film grossed $66 million worldwide. In a movie from 2013 called Gangster Squad, Ryan Gosling played a character named Stick, Jerry Wooders. He was a police officer in the 1940s, and he tried to outsmart a bad guy named Mickey Cohen, who was played by Sean Penn. In this movie, he worked with Emma Stone again, who was his love interest. They had acted together before in a movie called Crazy Stupid Love. Emma Stone said she hoped they could do more movies together. Some critics didn't like the movie. One person said it was just a way for the actors to make money by using funny voices and not showing much nuance. Another critic didn't like Ryan Gosling's soft and whispery voice and thought his character was not very well developed. In another movie called The Place Beyond the Pines, which was made by the director of Blue Valentine, Direction France, Ryan Gosling played a guy named Luke. He was a stunt rider on a motorcycle, and he robbed banks to take care of his family. Some critics liked his performance, saying he showed a cool and confident side, along with some innocence and vulnerability. But others thought his character was almost like a joke, and he seemed distant and cold. The movie made $35 million around the world, which was more than it cost to make. After that, in 2013, Ryan Gosling said he was taking a break from acting. He wanted to figure out why he was doing it and how he could do it better. In 2014, he directed his first movie called Lost River. Some people didn't like it and said it was too full of itself, like it thought it was better than it really was. They called it insufferably conceited. Some people even said it was a train wreck. In 2015, Ryan Gosling was in a movie called The Big Short. It was about the financial world, and some critics thought he was great in it. They said he was funny and magnetic, even though his character was kind of unlikable. In 2016, he was in The Nice Guys in La La Land. He won a Golden Globe for his role in La La Land, and the movie made a lot of money. He also worked with Terrence Malick in 2017 in a movie called Song to Song. In the same year, he starred in Blade Runner 2049, which is a sequel to an old science fiction movie. Critics thought he was perfect for the role, making a distant and bored character seem interesting. In 2018, he played Neil Armstrong, the first person to walk on the moon, in a movie called First Man. People said he did a great job and was a good fit for the role. After taking a break from acting, he returned in 2022 in a movie called The Gray Man with Chris Evans and Ana de Armas. The movie didn't get great reviews, but there's a sequel in the works. In 2023, he played Ken in a movie called Barbie with Margot Robbie. Some critics praised his funny performance. In the future, he'll be in an action movie called The Fall Guy with Emily Blunt, and will work with Margot Robbie again in a prequel to the Oceans movie series. In 2007, a guy named Gosling made a song all by himself, and he called it Put Me in the Car. You could download it from the internet. He also did something cool that year. He and his friend, Zach Shields, started a band called Dead Man's Bones. These two buddies became friends back in 2005 when Gosling was dating a lady named Rachel McAdams and Shields was dating her sister Kayleen. At first, they thought about making a musical about monsters, but then they decided to make a band because making a big stage show was too expensive. They made their first album with a kids' corps from Silver Lake Conservatory. They even learned to play all the instruments themselves. Gosling sang and played piano, guitar, bass guitar, and cello on the record. They released the album on October 6, 2009, through Anti Records. Some people really liked the album and thought it was unique and catchy. Others didn't like it so much and said it was a bit strange, and that actors usually don't make good musicians. Ryan Gosling used to live in New York City. He also co-owns a Moroccan restaurant called Tagine in Beverly Hills, California. He bought the restaurant on a whim and said he spent all of his money on it. He spent a year fixing it up and now looks after the food there. Before, he dated an actress named Sandra Bullock in 2002 and 2003 when they were in a movie together called Murder by Numbers. After that, he was in a relationship with another actress named Rachel McAdams from 2005 to 2007. They got back together briefly in 2008. Ryan Gosling has been with another actress, Eva Mendes, since September 2011. They have two daughters who were born in 2014 and 2016. Gosling also cares about different important things. He worked with an organization called PETA to make KFC and McDonald's treat chickens better. He also tried to help dairy farmers be kinder to cows. He went to Biloxi, Mississippi, to help clean up after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. He supports a group called Invisible Children, which talks about a problem in Central Africa. He went to refugee camps in Chad in 2005 and talked about the issue in 2008. He visited Uganda in 2007 and Eastern Congo in 2010 as part of his work with the INA project. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.